Spirit Medium, Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and has featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi guys, that announcement, I wish I had more time to take care of that. I need to have it fixed. Anyway, hello everybody. This is Laura, and welcome to Spirit Medium Laura, Mediumship and Messages. You can see I'm in a lively mood today. I want to thank everybody who has called in. It looks like a little bit light on the keyboard, but still, you never know what's going to happen with this show. Sometimes I think I have plenty of time, and then I come back from doing the meditation and the focus message for today and the channeled group message. I come back from that, and whoa, the whole situation changed. But as of right now, it's pretty light, the keyboard. The switchboard. So that means that most of the people that are waiting should be spoken to today, hopefully, unless we get some other side connections which preempt. And that gets me into the itinerary for the radio show, which is basically I'm going to start out with a focus subject. Then I will go into a meditation and a group channeled message. And then I do mediumship. That means connections to the other side. I focus on that for the first 15 to 30 minutes of the show. Then I move to mixture of messages, life messages. It means about your own life and other things. So get ready. It's going to be interesting. You never know what Spirit's going to do. It's always a surprise to me. There is a website for this show, and the following things I'm about to say, the following announcements I'm about to make correlate to that particular website, which is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com, and that is a page on my website, which is spiritmediumlaura.com. spiritmediumlaura.com. There you'll find all kinds of interesting articles and resources and ability to book an appointment. Speaking of which, on spiritmediumtv.com, item 1 allows you to get a 25% discount off of a booked appointment. Instructions are there at spiritmediumtv.com on what to do. Item 2 on that page are instructions on how to be in to win a private session with me. And I'll just tell you briefly, all you need to do is join our mailing list. So those two lovely ladies who gave me, Amy and Claire, who gave me their emails, you'll be in to win for the March drawing a private session with me. All you need to do is join the mailing list. And the way to do that is the upper right portion of spiritmediumtv.com, the upper portion on the right of that screen. Third thing on that page is, and the switchboard has gotten very busy, is if you'd like to make a donation to go to the top of the queue. You just jump the line. I call it the 8 no wait. Have an urgent matter that just can't wait. Donate 8 and jump the gate. Item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. And item 4 is, surprise of all surprises, you can actually watch this show. There's a video simulcast live of me in front of a camera looking like a dope. Okay, I didn't put any mascara on today, guys, but whatever. But looking a little strange in front of a camera as I'm the only one talking as a talking head into a camera. But if you're a visual type and you like to watch as well as listen, that might add another dimension to the show for you. That is at the bottom of the following website page, spiritmediumtv.com. So today's focus subject is going to be about instincts. Like when you have a gut feeling and you don't know what it's about, okay? How to get in touch with that. And so a little story, I'll start out with a little story about this. What happened to me was over the weekend and then on Monday, I was having, particularly on Monday, on Saturday when I had the feelings, I thought I knew what it was for and I did a calming meditation. But even though I did that, I still had this riotous feeling in the pit of my stomach, like I had fear in there. You ever get the flips, your stomach's flipping, and I felt very anxious. I was rushing around. I didn't know why. I kind of thought I knew why, but I don't know. Didn't seem like it was congruous. Anyway, I did some meditation that day and it released a lot of the anxiety. But then on Monday, I had similar feelings and I was really, I had anxiety. Again, the flips in my stomach. I felt anxious. I felt fearful. I felt like the world was going to come to an end. And I'm thinking maybe it's my hormones, or maybe it's a relationship that I had that wasn't working out. But still, these feelings, I mean, I've had hormonal things before and I've had relationship things before. I didn't usually have this kind of a response. So again, I wasn't quite sure why. And didn't go away. Just keeping busy kept me off the subject matter. Next day, wake up, find out that there was that brutal event in Belgium, Europe, and I wondered to myself, was I having precognition? The more readings I'm doing for people, the more I'm noticing that there's becoming less and less of a veil between what I'm perceiving psychically versus on earth astral vibration. In other words, I'm not seeing a difference. I'm starting to they're all blending a bit. Not that I see ghosts running around or anything, it's not gotten to that level of craziness yet, but definitely these feelings were there. So I said to myself, probably I need to sit and journal when I have feelings. I need to pay attention. Okay. Not that I could do anything to stop what was going on in Europe or anything else, but for all of us, learning to listen, okay, taking the time out rather than just stuffing our feelings down, but taking the time to give our inner self a chance to express is an extremely powerful thing to do. It can help you make better decisions in life. It can protect you. Okay. It can even provide for healthier physical form, our body healthier, because we're allowing ourselves to express and then address why we have these inner churnings, if you will. So how do we do this? What's the best way possible? Well, the ideal thing to do would be every day to do a meditation. Mindful meditation is best. Of all the meditations, mindful is, in my opinion, for what I've learned, the best. And that would be like a Zen kind of thing where you're focusing on your breath. And if you, most people have trouble with that, especially in the beginning. So I add in a mantra with that. And I like to make the mantra something that I want in my life. So in a single syllable word, like love, peace, health, rich for wealth, or wealth, something like that. You just on inhale, breathe in the word love, for example, and on exhale, breathe out the word love, if that is what you're working on. And you don't focus on the meaning of the word, you just focus on the word, and the meaning is innate in its vibration. And lo and behold, not only are you quieting the mind, body, and soul, but you also are sending out intention to the universe. So it's a very handy dandy neat way to manifest things. But let's just focus in on mindfulness. So if you continue to do that for like 5 to 10 minutes, you might notice that you no longer need the mantra and you just become still. And that quieted state of stillness allows your subconscious as well as the superconscious, if it's a psychic thing, to come through. So after 10 to 15 minutes, perhaps, pick up a journal, pick up a book, pen and pad, and start to write about your feelings. I used to journal every day for many, many years. Certainly is a lot better than going to a counselor at times. It's another way to really give yourself therapy, if you will. Allowing your feelings to voice, paying attention to what is going on in your inner world, and then making plans on how you might address some of these things. But at least get that dialogue going with who you really are, how you really feel, and what you're doing. And that will allow you to start to make use of your feelings better so that you can protect yourself, so that you can empower yourself, so that you can plan for yourself your life and your future. There's nothing worse than being unconscious or unaware of your feelings. That, my dear friends, is as dangerous as a terrorist bomb inside yourself. So please pay attention to your feelings, your instincts, through vigilant inner work. Now, if you don't have time every day to go around meditating and all that, which is really the right thing to do, but if for some reason you've fallen out of the habit, at least do this. If you start having feelings like I did on Monday, then pull out a journal and journal. So at least in that way, in a reactive mode, you will give yourself a chance to hear what the inner voice is saying. And more often than not, your journaling activity is your psychic connection. So you'll start out with your own thoughts as you put pen to pad. But as you continue to write, you will notice another voice comes in. And you'll wonder, where are these thoughts coming from? Well, my dear friends, that is the beginning of your connection to your own guides, your own spiritual divine being leading and guiding you. Or if you don't want to call them guides or individual consciousness, certainly could call it the superconscious mind or the collective unconscious or the Akasha. When we journal, we are doing intuitive development. Yeah, there's so much more I could say, but what I'm going to do now is go into the channeling. So I would like everybody listening, what I'm going to do is a meditation with you, and then we will do a exercise based on what I just spoke about your feelings. So if you would get a pen and pad ready, and also write at the top of that piece of paper a current feeling you have been having. Okay, not an idea, but a feeling. Do you feel anxious without knowing why? Or do you feel happy without knowing why? Whatever the feeling is, please write it down now before we go into the meditation. I'm going to be silent. Now, if you don't have a feeling that you don't know what it's from, or you think you know what it's from, write down the feeling anyway. So if you think you know where it's from, still write it down so we have something to work on, okay? I just realized that. So write down any feeling you have and give particular emphasis to those feelings that you don't know where they're coming from. Okay. Okay, good. And so keeping the pen and pad next to you or close by, I would like each and every one of you to start focusing on your breath from your abdominal area. Allowing yourself to breathe in deeply and exhale deeply, sitting back in your seat, uncrossing your arms and legs, and again breathing in abdominally deeply and exhaling. And I would like you, if you're thinking or you're wanting a connection to a loved one in the spirit world, a loved one on the other side, please call in that individual now. Breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. If you are calling today for a life question, think of your question now. Breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply, and ask that Spirit fulfill or provide an answer for you. And as you do that, I will go off and do the master prayer. I'll be back in a second. Good. And now what I need you all to do on your next exhale of breath, I need you all to release into the space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, good. You know, it's interesting today, the message for the group, I didn't even get into the channel part of it, but one of the things I see is a lot of celebration and happiness. So that's good. A lot of rejoicing. That's good. Okay, so now let's go into the exercise before I do the channeling. So now what I'd like you to do is take your pad and your pen and look at the feeling that you have. And I would like you to just write one or two sentences about that feeling, describing how it feels. Just write one sentence. How does it feel to you? I feel good. And now I want you to, for a moment, ask yourself, what does this feeling come from? Or what should I do about it? Just ask yourself, well, let's break it down. The first question is, where does it come from? Ask yourself, where is this feeling coming from? And see what comes in. Good. And now the third question is, what can I do about this today, now? See what you get and write it down. Good. And so you can play this back. You can do this exercise a number of times. If you were to do it on a regular basis, you'll find it's going to be very, very helpful to you, leading a much more blissful and actualized life. Okay, I'm now going to pull in the ones, and I will do a little bit of channeling. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to speak to all of you. We would like to send you rose petals today. Rose petals symbolize love. Rose petals symbolize actualizing potential. For rose petals symbolize loving yourself. Loving yourself is one of the most important things or actions that you will ever take in your lifetime. Many of you get confused with piousness. You think that it is important to be kind to others. However, until you have been kind to yourself, being kind to others will not be healthy, nor will it be holy. It will simply be ineffective. It is extremely important to take care of yourself, nourish yourself, give to yourself, understand yourself, and let go of negative feelings. And so we say to you that every day, in every way, always touching base with your feelings is extremely important for your health, for your healing, for your happiness. We encourage you then each day to take time out to listen to your feelings and pick something to address them, a new activity, perhaps something that you can give yourself. Play with yourself. Be your best friend and pay attention to how you feel about things and then address those feelings. The more you iron out the kinks within yourself, the more accessible you are to others. You affect the ability of others to love themselves. For like vibration entrains to other vibrations. For your vibration affects the vibrations of others. Never overlook the power of self-care so that those in your vicinity will also take better care of themselves as well. So, for example, if you are in a situation where you feel you are in a dysfunctional relationship, that somebody around you is making you unhappy, we say to you, it is not possible for someone to make you unhappy. You have always made yourself unhappy because you chose to do so, or better put, you chose not to pay attention to your feelings and to take action to support them. So it is never outside of yourself. It is always within yourself that change begins, that health begins, that happiness follows. And so therefore it is extremely important to back yourself up, your feelings. If you take care of your own needs first, all relationships around you will in turn be mutated and changed. They will change, and you will find that this will bring you and others more joy in the long term. Namaste. Interesting. I like that. I got to do it too, guys. Okay, let's see if there are any other side connections. If so, we'll just, so I take them first and then I go to the other questions that are waiting for me. Today, my computer is very stubborn. I guess I need to, okay, Susan from Monday night wants another other side connection. I wonder why. Since she's the only one here that wants another side connection, I will take her, but not sure what's going on with this. We'll find out when I open the line. Susan?
Hello.
Hello. So now I'm not sure if I remember what I was doing with you, but did I bring in a mother figure for you?
No, actually I called and I said my mother had passed on January 30th and I was wondering how she was doing.
Oh, okay. Interesting, because I didn't remember anything, but I do feel a mother figure around you. So let's see what we get from that. One of the first things I get is a feeling like Mom was, I don't know if this is literal, honey, or if this is just representative of something, if it's representative of something. But I get a feeling like she was immobile or unable to move much or couldn't get around much. So it might mean literally she couldn't walk, or it just meant that she was ill and didn't feel well, and then, generally debilitated. But I just want to say the first thing I get is a feeling of extreme mobility issues. Does this make sense to you, literally, please?
Yeah, she was a stroke victim. She couldn't
walk or anything. Okay. Yeah, she couldn't walk. No, because that would have been my first choice. She's down and she's out. She cannot walk. She's immobile. Okay. Let me just see what else we can get from Mom. Okay. Okay. She's showing me a little bit about her body. Okay. It looks like she's got a lot of, well, these words can be misinterpreted. I have to be ever so careful when I use these words. But looks like in her girth or her midsection, she's wider than, like she's got a width in that area, like as if she's carrying weight in the midsection. Would you agree with that, please?
Yeah, she had a feeding tube.
Okay, but I'm not asking if she had a feeding tube, and please limit your answers to just yes or no, sweetheart, so we don't reveal too much, love. Okay? But what I'm getting she's bloated or carrying weight in the midsection. Do you understand that, please? Yes or no? Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, I have to be very careful, and I'm sorry if I sound like I'm overly controlling, but it's needed for the process of evidence and to protect your reading. Yeah, so she's bloated, she's miserable, she doesn't feel good about herself at all. She wants to vomit all the time. She can't vomit. Oh, so you don't know this, maybe. I don't know if she could talk, but she's telling me she had a lot of nausea also. Maybe that's why she, obviously she couldn't eat because she had that feeding tube, but she's also feeling nauseous. She's miserable in that situation. She shows me her hair and her face. Her hair is it's a little bit longer than short hair. It's short, it's on the shorter side, but it's not terribly short. It's got a little bit of wave to it or softness around the face. I see gray hair or white hair on the whiter side. She also shows me that she's got a straight nose. It's kind of pointed at the tip. She's got a lot of wrinkles on her face, and she's smiling right now and laughing just to show me that she's in good form and good shape now. But I think she also is trying to say something about life on Earth, is that normally she would have been a happy person. Normally she's not one to complain. Do you understand that, please? Yes or no? About the complaining and personality? Yes, okay. Now, she also shows me something else which is kind of interesting, and she smiles and laughs. There are no teeth in her mouth, which means to me she might have had some dental issues or perhaps had to wear a bridge. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah.
All right. So now she's given us all of this, that she's there and that she's okay. She's in spirit now and she's fine. She says that there's also a boy with her, or some male offspring in the family that's with her also. Either she lost a child or somebody else lost a child. Maybe you lost her. There's a boy in spirit with her also. Do you understand this, please?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's your brother. Is it your brother, honey? Because I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's with her. He says he loves you very much too, sis. He says, I'm looking out for you also. He says, don't leave all the responsibility to Mom, take care of you. We all look after you. And I know that you're looking after us, but we're looking after you. Okay? We're looking after you also. So never for a moment think that we're not with you, because all of us are with you. And he says, your brother, for some reason, he's commandeered this thing, is that you're going to be just fine. Everything is going to work out for you perfectly. He says, don't worry about your home or losing anything. Everything will be fine in the long run. He loves you. Mom loves you. And you're being given these messages because they're safe, but you're going through something right now. Does it make sense to you, honey?
Yeah.
All right. So he's saying, almost like we're in a great place. Okay, we're in spirit world. It's beautiful here, loving here. He showed me something else suddenly. I don't know why he showed me this, but anyway, let me just finish that thought. It's beautiful here, it's loving here, and you are having a lot of you're having a lot of things going on around you that are making you very frightened and fearful about your own life, your own self. Not that you're going to die, but just things going on in your life. It feels like it's money oriented, and that you've lost support of some sort. So he just wants to let you know everything's going to be all right. Don't worry about them. They're rooting for you and they're helping you. There was one other thing he showed me as I was going into his energy. He's in the spirit world. He doesn't need to breathe anymore. And then he makes me feel like that was an issue for him on earth, was breathing. Does that make sense to you for brother, please?
Yes.
Okay. It's funny how he did that. So he had a problem breathing, and he must have asphyxiated or was unable to breathe, and so he's letting you know he doesn't need oxygen where he's either, and it's just fine. So they're fine, okay? And everything is going to be much better for you as well, darling. Okay, sweetheart?
Mm-hmm.
All right, love. Thank you so much for calling in, honey. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, I hope I didn't sound too controlling. I am a controlling person, but only when I need to be. And when you do this work, you do need to be controlling because there's a process. Otherwise, we ruin the reading for you, not for me, but for you. Okay, I'm going to go to Amy. It was a life question, unless there's some other, let me just double check to see if there are any other side connections that need to be addressed right now. No, I'm going to go to Amy. Yay! Amy, get ready. Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, sweetie. Just give me your question. No background. Okay.
Okay. I love your. My first time to the show. I love it.
Wonderful. Thank you, honey.
My question is about I released a lot, and I'm looking for a committed relationship.
Okay. Let's see if it. All right. Let's look into that for Amy. Okay. And you are a very loving person, by the way. Yeah. You are a bit of a perfectionist. Are you familiar? Are you aware of that, love?
Yes, it's the Virgonian moon I have, the Virgo moon.
All right. You look very petite. It looks like you're in good shape. You're petite, but you like everything just so. And that's one area that we as your guides would like you to lighten up a little bit on that. Not that there's anything wrong with you and who you are, but being a little bit more relaxed. And I don't know how to give that to you, the message, because how does one go from being who they are to something else? But what they're letting you know is that by being super specific and having this nature of things need to be pretty much in their right place, it prevents you, right? It prevents you. It's a block. Okay. All right. So they want you to let go of more stuff, but not the stuff you already let go of a lot of stuff. But now they want you to start doing more daily relaxation exercises to let go of control issues and to allow yourself to just flow more.
That's very, very helpful.
All right.
Thank you.
And then they want you to focus in on essence of the qualities, emotional. This will help you do this, to focus in on how it will feel with your partner. And they want you to create a guided meditation for yourself with the qualities, like as if it's a little daydream story that you make up of how you feel, not how the externals are, but how it feels to be with this partner. If you do this, it will help you in particular bring in the right mate for yourself, because the externals are not what you think they should be. That's what they're telling me.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And, okay. Okay, great. And by creating this script, it will give you something to focus on, because you need that. You in particular need that. Everybody does, but you need it because you are very, you're a tangible thinker. You're a tangible thinker. You need something solid to, to grab onto. So, you've been focusing more on, well, he'll be this and he'll be that and he'll be this and he'll be that, but you've kind of not focused as much. You've assumed that the feelings are suggested there, but they want you to flip that around and do the feelings first.
That makes sense. And Virgo helps me with that too, because Virgos are feelers.
Good.
So,
and
good.
Okay,
yeah.
now provided you do that, which I think you will, they're telling me that you're very good at this stuff. You will do all of these things that are being suggested to you. Not that you follow anybody's advice blindly, a very smart person and very analytical individual, but that you feel this will work. So you will do it. Let's go forward now, projecting out. Do it out. Spend time on it every day, they're also saying. Don't do it just once. Like, make it a daily ritual to have the visualization. Yeah. Okay. Now, doing this for a month or so, and just being relaxed about it. Don't get too nervous about it. Don't get.
Okay, I know. I get nervous.
Right.
You're right on.
Don't get too Virgo about it, okay? But just do it casually, 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Let yourself flow with this beautiful feeling. Then you're going to be meeting him. And it won't take that much longer. So I get about 6 weeks. Okay? It's 6 weeks away, or it could be in June, which is the 6th month. Okay, but it's not that far away. There will be roses and sunshine in the vicinity. In other words, you'll be out in nature or you'll be around nature. So, hold fast to nature, and do a lot of outdoorsy things, which you like anyway. You seem fairly athletic. You're a little Powerball. Wow.
I have a fire. My son isn't sad, so.
Whoa! I can see you like doing not mountain climbing, but hiking and things with nature.
I did that. I went to Arizona this last week. Yep.
Okay. Well, you may be doing some of that in June or around the springtime. So just that's the way you're going to be meeting him, is by doing these things you love to do. And you might actually want to take a class, look at this one, in rock climbing, or something like that, because it really suits your nature. And through that kind of exposure, you're going to be meeting this person. So hold tight, my dear. And I see him too. I didn't expect this. Well, you're petite. Your body's compact. Okay, you see muscles on you. You're very active. You have a lot of energy. You're fireable. But he's got a bigger build, but he's got muscles. He's going to be bigger than you, and kind of hunky looking. Like good looking, athletic kind of man, which is just your type. I didn't mean to go back to focusing on externals, but.
Yeah. I was looking at qualities too, because the cute ones are always the troublemakers. So I don't even bother with that anymore.
Well, this is who I see. Okay, so he's going to have a good heart. Okay, he's going to have a good heart. Oh, he likes dogs. I see he likes dogs. He will not look like the cute ones that we would be fearful of. He'll look like the good guy next door, but he will have muscles. He'll be understated in his beauty, which will allow you to feel more comfortable around him. So don't worry, honey, but you will not tolerate somebody who's overweight. I just kind of feel it on you. Yeah, that's not right for you.
I want for me. But when you said the heart, it's like attracts like, and I have a huge heart, and my heart has been broken because people stepped on me. That's all the past. It's time for me to step it up. I matter. I deserve this.
I like that.
It took me a long time to even realize that.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, good. Well, you got the right idea. So I do not like making predictions, period. But um, I don't know. These, if the messages come in, I give them to people. So,
Right.
right? So there it is. You had me do it, girlfriend,
You
without
told
even
me,
trying.
you
What?
told me that it's physical. I'm going to a yoga festival in Rhode Island. Did you see that or somewhere else? This is like later. This is
Could
in
be.
April. I'm going.
Yeah, could be very well be that because there may be some outdoor walking because I see it. I see you
Okay.
outside walking. I see some mountains or hills in the background, but where I see you walking is more like a field where there's grass growing. And I know it's April and you're going to New Hampshire, so it's going to still look wintry, but this grass probably just is there from last year or something. But you're going to be outside in nature, and
Okay.
it's going to be very beautiful. And I said 6 weeks, so that very well could be the trip to New Hampshire. So anyway, continue doing the things you love to do, which are outdoorsy, and there he will appear. Okay?
Awesome. And I will be in touch with you. You rock it. I love your show.
Oh,
You
thank
rock
you.
it. Rock it.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sweetheart.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Have a beautiful day. Bye.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye, honey. Okay. And so I'm now going to go to Esther, who's been waiting quite a long time. Hi, Esther. How are you, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you. How are you? And I love your show also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, sweetheart. Now you know the routine. Don't give me any background.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
give me your question, sweetheart. Go ahead.
My brother just passed, and I need to go to the funeral starting next week, Saturday. I'll leave. But I have to move by April 1st.
That sounds
I am.
wow.
Is everything going to work out? Will everything fall into place, or
All right.
can I go? I mean,
Yeah. And so his funeral is the same time as the move, but not the same day. Looks like a few days
no, ma'am.
before. A few days before.
Yes.
Well, I want you to know that he would like get this one. He would like to see you at his funeral. So that's the first thing, the first consideration. He says, Mom will be there too from heaven. And he says, it'd be good for you to be bathed in our energy as much as you be bathed, as much as us bathed in yours. In other words, that connection. It will be good for you. Okay? It will release some things in your heart and your soul and your mind and your body that you need to take care of right now. You see, one of the things with the move and all, and I know I haven't gotten to the move yet, so please bear with me, but you need some closure. You need some healing. You've been going through a lot lately, and this will be nurturing for you, going to the funeral.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to do something for you. So let me just now look at the move. Hold on one second. I'm asking Spirit a question. Yeah. So it's all in the same area, honey. You don't have to take a plane ride to get to the funeral, right? It's all in the same area.
We're driving. Well, I'm in Illinois. It's in Nebraska, so we're driving up there.
Okay, but it could be done in one day, the trip or whatever, because I don't feel you have to go too far to get there. I don't know. I mean, I may be wrong.
That is correct.
All right. Okay. Well, that's what they said to me. Okay. So you can do it all in one day and you'd be done with it. And then you'll be able to get on with the move. So it won't be too expensive. There won't be any car breakdowns. It'd be nice little, I don't know, I see you having a meal on the road, making the most of it. It's a little bit of an outing, a break from your normal stressful life. It's good to get out of town. All these things come along with it. So I feel that it's going to be very beneficial to you and it will not interfere with the move in any way. And that you're going to actually enjoy it very much. There'll be a lot of people there you haven't seen in a long while. It'll be very nourishing for you. And brother would like it. And not that you have to do it for him because, he doesn't need you to do it, but he says it would be nice to see you there. I know he's passed, but that's what he's saying. So I have to give you that message.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay, thank you. Beautiful. I just want to make sure. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Bye. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, honey. Yeah, if I don't say God bless to you, everybody know God bless. I say different things at the end of each phone call, and I just realized maybe somebody might get nervous if I don't say God bless. So just so you all know, God bless, okay? All right, moving now to Evelyn, who's been waiting a long time. Hello, Evelyn.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Now, just give me your question, honey. No background, okay?
Okay, well, I would like to know if Daniel R. is a good candidate.
Yes.
Romantic
Yeah. Yes.
Romantic part.
Believe it or not, I knew you were going to ask about love, and I got a yes even before you asked the question. As soon as I told you to ask a question, they gave me the answer, and they told me it's Bella. Yes, he is. Now, give me the initials again, please.
Daniel R.
Okay, Daniel R. This will allow me to go a little deeper. Hold on. This is for Evelyn. Yes, he's going to open up doors for this to happen. He will allow you into his life. I don't know why they give me these words, love, so we'll follow it through, okay? But something about he has to open the doors for it to happen. He has to allow you into his life for this to happen. He has to make room for you. And if he doesn't do it, then it's not going to happen. So what they're saying is he is going to open the doors. He is going to invite you into his life. He is going to let you into his heart. I guess they're going to tell me exactly what it is. He hasn't been letting you in. He's been closing you out. He's been busy, and he's been other places. But he is coming back into your life in a way that's new, refreshed, and opening. And I see that he's realizing that without you, his life is not meaningful or not as meaningful as before. What I get from before is he's more like a little bit on the wild side, kind of does things his own way, comes and goes, that kind of a thing, not wanting to make too much of a commitment. The joy of being around each other was always there, no question about that. But the commitment was on the lower end of the scale, if you will. But now I see that he's going to be getting a little bit more serious with you. It makes sense, please?
I hope so. It gives me mixed signals, so I was just even thinking about just not even talking to him anymore.
Okay.
Because he tells me one thing.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like talk is
okay.
Case.
Yeah. Well, what I meant by that was what they just said was he hasn't made any commitments. And I needed you to confirm that. So that's what I meant by my question. So you have confirmed it by saying that he hasn't made any commitments. But what I get is he's going to come back into your life and he is going to make room for you. And you don't need to do anything. Just be yourself. Ask for what you want and keep yourself busy meanwhile. But this man will be coming back in and he will be making room for you. Okay, my dear?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, another happy ending. Okay. And what is going on with my friggin' computer? We just did Evelyn. We got Valerie, but we have other people that are here that have been way longer. Yes, there she is. Okay, now I want you to know, Donna in particular, my sweet. I'm going to open up her line. Donna, my love. Donna?
Hi there.
Hi,
hi there.
Hi, honey. I want to let you know something, and I want everyone else to know that when you call into the show, there's a menu of choices, and if you don't choose the right numbers, you slip to the bottom of my queue. Believe it or not, you could have called in at 1:45, and you will flow, even though you called in early, you fall to the bottom of the queue. And I was wondering, because I'm looking at the queue and I see people waiting here for 5 minutes, 1 minute. They're at the top of the queue. And I'm thinking, I know there are other people. I couldn't remember because I'm in the middle of the show. And lo and behold, there you are, way at the bottom of the queue. And so you must have not pressed, I want to talk. There's a number to press for talking to the host. So next time you call in, and everybody listening, be cognizant of that recording and then make the right choice so that you get your due attention. Okay, my dear. So what I'd like you to do, sweetie, is just give me your question and I will give you the best answer I can get. Go ahead, honey.
Okay. I'd like to go back to school, and I'm thinking about videography. Is that something that is going to work out for me, or do you see anything? I can't make up my mind. I need help.
Oh, you're so cute. Okay, let's see. School. I'm going to ask silently a question of spirit about this. You need the money. So the reason you're doing all this is because you want to make money. You need the money. Is that correct, love? Yes or no?
Well, actually, I'm a veteran, so I get money for going to school. So it'd be foolish of me not to do it.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you're going to starve in the street if you don't have a new career, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me just go then. Because I thought that this was very important to money. Hold on. Donna, 561. What career is good for Donna? Okay, yeah, okay. I think one of the reasons why you're attracted to videography, and I'm going to get to the underpinnings of it so that we can expand that to some possibilities, is because you are naturally a storyteller. And they want to call you more of a writer, meaning the person that writes the stories, and that can take on many, many, many different forms. This way, it gives you a little flexibility in terms of what you'll do. So, yes, videography is a good fit for you. Okay, in that respect. But if you don't earn money at it, and that's why they gave me that thing about you need the money, it's not because you need the money to pay your bills, but you need the money to feel like this is valuable for you as a person. If you don't make money at it, you're going to feel like you wasted your time. Okay? So we need to look, we need in part to answer the question by looking at whether or not it's a practical choice. So you are the storyteller. Okay, that's what they want you to know. Yes, you are a person who's very confident with ideas. Oh, Jesus, you're very critical and analytical in your thinking, which also helps you with this process. You know you know what sells and what doesn't sell in terms of drama or what people would want to see, feel, hear, and know. I didn't know all that about you, Donna. Wow, that's kind of interesting. You're very smart. Well, take a listen here. You're very smart, and they say again, very analytical. Like you're critical. You're very critical in your thinking, which is a good thing. On top of having a lot of creativity and ideas. So yes, it's a good one for you. But will you be able to earn a living at it? I need to look at that for a moment. If not, we'll look at some other way to do this. Can she earn a living at this? Yes or no? Yeah, you can earn a living. But it seems to me that it would be more like self-employment or employment for a small business that does videography. Like you might do personal work with people, like parties and family reunions and weddings and things like that. And that would work for you. And it would be exciting. So the answer is, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Okay, you're also good at technical things. They say you would pick up the technology pretty easily, so don't worry about that. Okay?
Yeah, I was too. I was thinking, am I going to want to schlep all that equipment around? You know?
Well, it is hard. It is hard. I have a girlfriend who owns the video factory down here in Florida, and she says she's in her 50s now, and she says schlepping the equipment is difficult. But it all depends on what you want to do. I mean, videography can take many different forms and faces. You could be, using a very small camera. Okay, so let's see what happens with that. But I want you to remember underneath it all that you are a storyteller, and that is why you're inspired to go in that direction. It'd be fun. It'll be fun.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, and so now I'm going to go down to Missy. Looks like Missy would be the one who's waiting the next longest. And Missy, you ended up going to the bottom of the queue also. Hey, Missy.
Hello.
Hi, honey. I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, wonderful. So you're another person who was a victim of the menu choices because you fell to the bottom of my queue because perhaps you didn't press the number 1, I think it is. There's a number to press. They give you menu choices. So next time you call in, just be aware of that and then listen up and press the right button so you don't fall to the bottom of the queue, especially since you're calling early because you had a big number behind your name. Like, in other words, your whole time was very long. And I have a lot of people ahead of you in the queue, and they called in more recently. So go ahead, sweetheart. Give me your question and your question only, love.
How's the rest of this year going to be for me?
Okay. All right. Hold on, honey. Missy 219, rest this year for her. Well, you're very confused about something that's going on in your life, and we need to get to that question, not just general read on what's going to happen in your life. I feel that you feel lost and alone. You don't really have any purpose or direction. And that's what you're really trying to figure out, is what direction to go in. Like, where should I go to feel better? Like, and where I also get this message of everywhere I go, I show up. And I'm not really feeling like I can change anything. In other words, the thing follows me around, of this disassociation with inner self, inner core. Now, I know that's a little off of base of what you were asking, but I have to give you that because that's what's coming in. Do you relate to that at all, Missy?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to continue with that train of thinking, love, to help you get a little bit more on point, get the passion, get the connection with yourself going, so that you can live a more purposeful and meaningful life and be on point for who you really are. Wow, it's a lot to do in 5 minutes, right? Let's go to it. Missy, and you're at, hold on. Okay, you have a lot of self-esteem issues. You need to eradicate that first. The first thing you need to do is go to self-esteem boot camp. They're saying self-esteem boot camp, and that can be done a lot of ways. I don't think there really is a self-esteem boot camp anywhere, but hey, maybe that's a good business we should start together, Missy, you and I. But what you need to do is start working on yourself and what you like about yourself. And anything that you don't like about yourself, you need to put yourself on a path, a plan and a path to slowly chip away at it. As we were saying earlier, I don't know if you listened to the beginning of the show so much, we were talking about having feelings and not knowing where the feelings come from. Did you get to listen to that, love?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so it would do you a world of good to take meditation daily and then sit with journal and write what your feeling is, and then what you can do about it. I forgot the 3 steps that we did, but write it down and see what you can do about it. And that will be your plan. You chip away slowly at self-esteem. Slowly, it's like it's not something that can happen overnight, and that is what you've been thinking is, I'm kind of behind it and I can't get around it. I don't know how to go above it, below it, or beyond it. So the answer is a little at a time. Now, one of the little steps is to know where it came from. Okay, and what I get is a parental figure that was very disapproving of you and feels like it's father figure or father, but a male to you. It makes sense, please?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, do you feel that your self-esteem is compromised at this moment, love? Because I'm assuming an awful lot here.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right. So now so one of the first possible steps is to try to find out why you have self-esteem issues. That's one of the steps you possibly can take. Okay. You may say, and I think I remember you saying that you felt that you had weight issues. Is that what you said to me once before, love?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why do you insulate yourself with the extra weight? Protection, perhaps, from something you don't want to do. Okay. So I can't give you all that on the show, and I certainly wouldn't want to give it all publicly because this is private information to you. So I'm just giving you a general idea. Take your head. I'm slightly tilting it in a direction here, and that is you need to every day spend time looking at yourself and contemplation, and then chipping away at each thing you're finding is the cause of the feelings, and then doing something about it. And over time, you will find that your life will get better. It's a slow thing. It is a possible thing. I don't think you should only work on for example, external thing like weight. I think you need to work also on why behind that situation. And that might mean you may want to go to a counselor. Okay. Or you might want to do something that is somewhat therapeutic for you to understand the underpinnings and release that slowly as well. So I see a two-pronged approach here. One is external, working on those things, but also one is internal, understanding the cause and then doing healing work on that. And then the rest of this year is going to look a lot better for you, my dear. Okay?
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. I love you.
Thank you.
I love you, love. You have a beautiful, beautiful day.
Thank
God bless.
you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
God bless you, honey. Bye-bye. All right. Okay, we're going to go to another person that's waiting longest in the queue. And let's see who that is. Now it's getting a little bit harder for me to see who's been waiting the longest. Ah, Claire. Oh, my word, Claire, you called in so early. And how did you get overlooked? Oh, my God. Please forgive me. Sweetheart, just give me your question, love. I think Claire fell asleep. Claire? Oh, sorry. You see, I think this is really unbelievable. She's waiting so long that I think she fell asleep. Okay, let me get her off the phone. Maybe I'll get her later. All right, let me put her back in the queue. I mean, that is unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to Valerie. I'm so sorry, Claire. She must have fallen asleep waiting. Valerie?
Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
How do you follow that one
How
up?
are you?
I'm great. I mean, literally, Claire was one of the earliest people. She called before the show started. And for some reason or other, I didn't see her anywhere in the queue to just now. And it sounded like she was breathing very deeply as if she was taking a nap. She might have fallen asleep while she was waiting for me to get to her, but I will try her again after you. Okay, sweetheart, what can I do for you today? And do not give me background. Just give me your question. Go ahead, honey.
Starting work on Monday. Want to see what you see around that. I was told I was going to meet someone significant there.
Okay, so you want to ask me about relationships with your work and or whether or not you're going to like the work. All right, the work will go well for you. It's not anything though, astronomical one way or the other. It's a good bill. It comes in, it's regular work. I don't see you like in love with your work, but I don't see you hating your work. I see it's like there, and it's good because that's what you need, steady income. Now, as for meeting somebody there, vada vada voom. Let's take a look at that because that makes work interesting, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see, Valerie. Is there somebody there? Well, first thing I see, I'm going to just follow this through slowly, so bear with me. I see a room with a lot of different desks, and then behind there looks like cubicles that are behind glass like that. So it looks like somehow there's a lot of people in this office, if you will. I also feel there's a certain level of healing work going on there and or therapeutic work. Now, from what you know, of course you know the job, does this make sense to you, please?
Yes.
Okay. And there's a lot of different people that come and go into the environment. And that would be where I see this person coming in from. Not somebody that's seated in the cubicles nor in the desk areas, but somebody more that comes in either for treatment or is helping with treatment in some way. He's a little bit older than you. He's a little bit, they say middle age. Middle age can be anything like from 35 to 75, I guess 65. So it's not somewhere in that age. He's not very young. He's a little older than you. Good-looking man. Little bit stockier build than most. Nice build, normal looking guy. Not like a hunk or anything, but not ugly. Nice looking, average looking guy, good looking guy. Very energetic, kind, helpful, and very handy around the house. And you will like him very much, and that you will be able to celebrate somebody's birthday coming up soon, either yours or his. I don't know why they say that. Is your birthday coming up, love?
In May.
Okay, so you'll be able to, that's your confirmation from Spirit. That this is going to definitely, you see, that's how they did it. They said you're going to be able to celebrate your birthday with this person.
90 seconds.
Great.
So it's because
I look forward to that.
Yeah, now that kind of a confirmation shows he's definitely coming in, and that's what you're looking for. So you wanted your confirmation. That's your confirmation. Okay?
Okay. Thanks, Laura.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm going to try Claire one more time. I want to say before I go to that phone line, because the show's about to end any moment, if you would like a private session, just go to booklaura.com. That's booklaura.com.
60 seconds.
Put in the event code field, radio show, and you will get a 25% discount, or another way of looking at that is 33% more time. Look forward to working with all of you in the future. Have a great weekend. I'll be doing this show again Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Namaste. Going to Claire. Claire, are you there? Claire? Oh, sounds like she's still breathing heavily, so we have to let her go. Okay, I will go to one more person because there's Michelle. We'll make it quick. Michelle, are you there, honey?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, so just give me your question, sweetheart. No background. Go ahead, fire away.
It's when am I going to get my job, my next job?
Okay, let's go to Michelle.
10 seconds.
Hold on, Michelle, next job. Coming soon. Coming very soon, actually. Wait a minute, they're saying two contradictory things. Well, one, they say coming very, very soon, and the second thing they say in the fall, there's a big change happening. So, depending on what you do for a living, the fall might not be that far away. Okay, maybe if you're a teacher, the fall would be the time, you know what I'm saying? But what I get is the fall, but it's not that far away for you. Let me see if there's anything else that goes along with that. Michelle, next job. Yeah, there's not going to be much more activity for the rest of the, for the summer. That's going to be quiet.
No, that can't be it. I've got to get a job now, and then I can change again.
Okay.
I think that's. I'm going to. If you're contradictory, I think that means I might take one and then find something better in the fall.
All right, let me just.
I definitely have to have one.
All right, well, let me just finish, honey. It feels. This is what they were saying. It feels like something needs to be completed now before you can get to that next job. So maybe that's the temporary job in the interim. But I feel that you will not be making any big moves. So you're not employed at the moment.
I'm ready to be unemployed. Yeah.
Oh.
I've got like a couple of things in the works that I think one of them should pan out.
Well, I can go to that specifically, but I want you to know the best job, the one that you'll stay with longest, is in the fall. That's when it happens. But remember, the first thing that came out of my mouth is not that long, and then in the fall. So there's a contradictory, but also complementary answer. So let's look at right now. But in the fall, it looks like the better job's coming, and that's the one you're going to want. You'll stay with for a while. Give me a name of 1, 2, or 3 that you're looking at. I can give you a disposition on one. I'll tell you which one's most likely, or if any of them are. Go ahead.
Can I give you the towns or where they're at? One is Huntsville, Alabama.
All right. Just so you know, what I want you to do is just give them numbers 1, 2, or 3, and then you know what they stand for.
Okay.
Okay. So you have
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There's 3. Yeah.
All right. So you know what they stand for. I'm going to go to the numbers. This way we save time. Which one's most likely to come through? And then I'm going to put a 4 in there, which means other. Okay. Is 1, 2, or 3 most likely to come through? Or will there be another one for her? This is for Michelle. One is most likely to come through, and that is the one you like the most. Don't worry about the other ones. They're not even going to come through. It is going to require some change. You're going to have to move quickly when the opportunity comes in. You won't be there very long, though, however, and there will be a big change following that. But it looks like it won't happen until the fall. So that's what I'm getting for you, darling. And don't be afraid of change, and don't be afraid of anything, because it's all going to work out. You're very competent.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome, honey.
Sounds good.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Gosh, I hope Claire is okay. That's very unusual for somebody to fall asleep at the phone there. I hope that she is okay, come to think of it. In any event, I want to thank everybody for calling in today. And again, I look forward to doing this with you Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you want a private appointment, go to booklaura.com. Namaste. Bye-bye.
Thank you.